I want to ask everybody a question. So this question kind of lays heavy on my heart a little bit. How important is your relationship with people once you've established, or your spirit's established, that they're one of God's children, that they're literally one of your brothers and sisters in Christ? How important are they to you? How protective are you? Father God's of the opinion that He doesn't want any to fall away, any to perish. He's pretty serious about this. I mentioned it to Jesus Christ and I almost began to cry. Why is it so hard for us to get to know one another? Why is it so hard for us to extend ourselves in love? He said He'd help us. He said He'd heal us. He said He could fix our hearts. Why is it so hard? For some of y'all, it's a lack of trust. For others, it's a lack of experience. For others, your heart's hurting. You haven't allowed Him to heal it completely yet. Now, before you start saying I shouldn't say things like that because I'm playing the blame game and I'm judging everybody. No, I know this for a fact because He told me. Okay? I love each and every one of you, and I really love His children. I love my brothers and sisters with all my heart. And to think of them falling away or not being able to hug our Father, never being able to talk to Him again, is worse than death to me. That's part of what drives me to get to know you all. That's what drives me to ask you these silly questions all the time that, to some of you are like, of course I know that. That's what drives me. Because I want to get to know you. I want to draw you out a little bit. Draw you out of that comfort zone. I want to get to know each and every one of you. Why? Because I want to be Mr. Popularity? No. Because I really care. If you're going through some crap, I want to be able to hand you a shovel and say, I'll help you. We can do this. The three of us, we can get through this. And no, there's going to be three of us. My admin machine ain't on the fritz. It'll be you, me, and Jesus. And we'll get through it. But sometimes we need to hear some stuff from somebody we can see. Sometimes we need to exercise our faith with someone we can touch. Sometimes we need to stretch out with a godly love to someone we truly are trying to know. Now, I already know I sort of covered this before. Why am I covering it again? Because it's so important. It is increasingly important. It's basically the fundamental principle of the three rules we have, or the three laws. Okay? It's pretty important. Without a proper understanding of how much he loves his children, we're not going to be able to understand how we should really feel about getting to know one another and really understand how important it is to help each other, not to fall, not to make mistakes, to do what's right, encourage one another. And sometimes to overlook one another's shortcomings, to be able to look at them and say, you know what, that's okay. I'm going to love you anyway because God loved me enough to make me a child of His, and who am I? So I forgive you. I know He forgives you, and we'll see where it goes. Half the time, it's either determined not to be that big of an issue, and our hearts are healed, or that brother's heart is healed, or sister's heart is healed, and problem sort of goes away, and you didn't really have to do anything except stretch out to them in love. It's not always like that. Sometimes it takes a kind word that says, hey, I love you, and you know I love you. I'm here for you. But I don't think that's such a good idea. Uh, I don't know. It's kind of like putting the firecracker in a birthday cake because you want to make a big bang at your party, not realizing that what's going to happen when your mom puts that thing in the oven. It ain't going to be pretty. It's one of them things. It seems like a good idea at the time, but you know, just sometimes what we think is a good idea ain't. And we need our friends and our brothers, people that love us, to sometimes remind us that, hey, I'm not mad or nothing, but this just seems like a stupid idea. Can we think about this for a little bit? I truly do love each and every one of you. And I'm getting to know you, and I'm getting to love you more. And seriously, the more of you I meet, the more of you I want to know. Thanks, guys.